Hello, let me ask you a question real quick. Do you have a story about rising above adversity in your own life, overcoming problems that you thought you could never get through, but you did, and you pushed your way through with tunnel vision? Are you one of those people? Hey everyone, my name is James Nussbaumer, and I'm one of those kinds of people too, that have pushed my way through and risen above adversity with tunnel vision. And if you are the same, I want to hear about your story if you would like to share it with others. I invite you to an interview, me one-on-one with you over a video from the comfort of your home to mine about your problem that you overcame, about your rising above adversity. First of all, let me say that everyone can improve at producing and also enduring strength. Mostly all people will certainly experience some sort of misfortune in their life, and a lot of us will certainly experience some adverse, difficult times at many times in our lives. People have an impressive capability to get better after the issues that have gotten them down. A lot more remarkably, all of us have the possibility within us, have the potential within us, is what I'm trying to say, to obtain much better at the inner strength, grabbing onto that inner strength. I did that from inside of a state penitentiary, a prison where I served 8 years, and I produced these books while in prison in a state prison for 8 years, published by Ozark Mountain Publishing Company, a mainstream publisher that I have a great relationship with. And things are going well, but I want to hear your story too. There's a great deal of excellent recommendations available regarding, enhancing your durability, your endurance, rising above adversity. I wish to concentrate on the impressive advantages of sharing your story, your tale. Psychological autobiographical, that's a hard one for me to say, psychological autobiographical, narration can be a course to really share your tale with the world, to help people overcome their own problems because they see that they're not alone and you've done it. I think you know what I'm saying, but better, by offering it away, you could utilize your very own trip that you went through, your own journey, as a way in order to help others on their own journey where they're having a problem rising above those hurdles in life. I have actually been shocked at the power of psychological autobiographical, autobiographical sharing with each other, and narration, if you will. Psychological autobiographical narration indicates, kind of a verbal blogging, if you will, where you can get your word out viral on the internet about the occasions, the occurrences in your life, as well as individuals that have actually mattered to you in your very own life, things that you've had to overcome, not just defining the truths of your lives, but also defining what is in your heart and living from your heart. Isn't that what we all really want to do in our life? We want to live to a ripe old age someday, don't we? And say, take a deep breath and say, I really kicked butt while I was in this world, and I enjoyed doing it because I did it my way. We've even written songs about that. But, studies reveal that also short autobiographical narration, such as journaling, workouts, so to speak, can have significant influence on mental as well as physical wellness, and also months after the narration occurs. But I'm not really suggesting that you deal with the task of journaling every day, unless, of course, you really love to do that. But I'm presently dealing with a task right now with a group of great people who are like-minded people who are concerned about the psychological concerns in other human beings that want to push forward, but they're having problems, or the ones that want to help and want to share their stories. If you have a story that you would like to share, I want to interview you on that and put it on my YouTube channel. The thing is, I call this kind of like a legislation of life essay, if you will. Something I have actually found out, what I have found is that giving of yourself, the beginning at the beginning of this job is the significance of sharing your tale. The beginning of giving of yourself is what I'm trying to say, is by putting what you have done and what you're up against out there, sharing your journey, sharing your tale. That is the beginning. That's how we help others in this world. And aren't we really all interconnected, wanting to help each other? Sure, down to our core, we really are. It's not simply the informing of, informing others about what you write down in journals. No, that kind of thing is great, and that's for your own self-therapy. But you can create and certainly be read or have your information be read or heard from by others. And also the hope that by cooperating publicly like this means another person can be influenced or aided by your story. Remarkably, the proof from several researches recommends that, like I already mentioned, it's not necessary to maintain a daily journal, as many would claim, but perhaps maybe a couple of days a week if you are journaling from your heart. And what I propose to you is to share your story with me so I can put it out there on YouTube, where your story, your rising above adversity, can help others, like I have done in my 2 books, The Master of Everything and Mastering Your Own Spiritual Freedom. In these books, I've poured my heart out as to how I feel in my heart, in the truth, in the reality that I am about that's within me. Understanding that sharing your tale could aid others will help you with the following areas. It will help you to locate your voice, if you will. Find it. It will help you to reaffirm your self-worths, locating and grabbing on to tranquility and finding hope. Just what's the distinction, though, think about this, between a person that has accomplished strength as well as somebody that has not? One essential distinction is a feeling of wellness. Individuals that have actually discovered their voice and have shared their tale, their story, as well as declared their self-worths, frequently experience feelings of lack of anything in this world. It seems that the people that share their stories and want to help others have everything they need while they're in this world. Everyone, if you want to share your story with me, click on the link in this YouTube description box that will take you to my Facebook page. And once you get there, leave a message, just a simple message. Yes, Jim, I'd like to share my story. Get back to me. And we'll go from there and we can message each other on that. Thank you. I wish the best for you. And I hope maybe that we'll be speaking to each other very soon. God bless.